And G2 quick to take space. Out towards Catwalk. Damage exchanged. Redux taking a bit of that damage, but finds a kill in response. Meanwhile, the rest of Oxygen trying to help this fight out towards mid. And it's G2 who find themselves a player down. Oxy gonna back away. Not revealed just yet. Wrestling around the corner. Walks out. Collects the kill. Meanwhile, that spike has made its way out towards this B site. It's been planted. Now they have to try and hang on to it.
And how difficult is this, right? A little bit isolated.
One enemy remaining.
Oh.
It's gonna be the two players. Sam goes down. The last one is gonna be Dapper here.
Yeah, that is just Mitch around the corner. Crosshair placement perfect to the head. Yeah, Dapper, a nano swarm to work with. Bird available is going to toss the first bit of util out. Now needs to try and fight behind it. Halfway goes the spike. The bodies are starting to drop, but Rustin here.
Well, the Omen playing pretty up close on the other side. Right by tree is going to be Scuba. The space, though, that's going to be given by G2.
Yeah, Paranoia used. Recon Bolt to reveal as well. Oxygen starting to collect the kills now as Dapper looks to sneak away. Turret out. Lockdown in hand. No call on the investment just yet. G2 were given a free A site, and it was anything but that as Oxygen worked their way back in. They're starting to do damage as Redux refuses to...
Oh, the damage is good too. The flank gets taken down, though, by Dapper.
Dapper has the ultimate here. Hunter's Fury gonna find the feet of Redux. Zam will deal with the dogs. Oxy gonna try and slow down the push once more. I mean, G2 feeling comfortable, right? Finding 2 kills to their name. A 3v5 maybe seemingly have done enough here. We'll see if Oxygen look to send it with full economy in their back pocket. But no real way in just yet. Rustin to find the first, but it's quickly traded. And G2 keep themselves strapped in here to this A site. No lockdown needed. It's a clean hit.
One enemy remaining.
They stop the retake, and G2 seemingly have done it. Scuba will back away, hoping for something extra on the way out, but he's given absolutely nothing, and G2 are on the board.
And for this one, it's a lot faster for Redux.
Wow. I mean, Redux is on the wrong side of the map. Well, it's the right side of the map. This guy pushed all the way to where the attackers should be finding their way into B main. Finds an early kill. Verno looks to get 2 back. One of them will be erased as Whippy is Penny back on the board. So odds are even. Here as the null command turns off the abilities for just a bit longer, but that ult has since subsided.
Spike planted.
There's a null command on the other side. And the knives here for Redux.
Null command out. Fragment. Deal with the players. Hell. Up goes Redux. What does he find? First one up is Whippy. Now they drop down, look to clear out Hell. They do so successfully as... Oh, 1, 2, 3. Everybody gets a piece of the pie here in the retake, and Oxygen find themselves back in the win column.
Very up close and playing around that info towards mid.
Wow. Rustin is just swinging things with the Odin. While that's happening, Verno queues up the Hunter's Fury, and those shots land true. Penny, unfortunately, on the receiving end of those as G2 find themselves down to 3 in what is another buy round that will reset their economy unless they can dig themselves out of this position.
And as there was no one on that B side before, now it's Redux. Now it's the operator too, and Odin on the other side. A chance here. Paranoia doesn't get anything here.
Shazam gets one back.
10 seconds left.
But 1 for 3 thus far.
Remaining.
Verno finds another. Now it's all up to Shazam. He's going to work his way through this site. Odin in hand. He's just getting sprayed down. Scuba runs through. Deal going to lose, but you cannot write them off until that happens. Meanwhile, aggression inside A main, and there is no answer to this one. The weaponry was very minimal for G2, and now Penny just left to sit on top of the fragment. He takes one with him, but Oxygen explosive to find. And they opt out of it for now. Not able to step in position, and now they don't feel like they have the time. Oxy hops up, finds a good bit of value in his first kill. Meanwhile, G2 still hold it down underneath him, and this position has been so good for everybody on the server. And now the shock dart surely should be enough, even if Shazam can't hold it down for the kills. No, the shock darts missed, but there's no time. Verno hops off with the spike halfway. So they're going to make sure that it ends up out towards A. Lockdown used, completely stalled, and the defense is still here. Out comes the recon bolt, but that's not going to find too much. Nobody home from that one. Paranoia comes through. Shazam cannot see a thing as he's stuck inside the sensory deprivation tank.
They're so low. 9 HP, 3 HP, 5 HP.
Yeah, Verno the only healthy one, and it's not for much longer. G2 working their way back into the site now, and they don't know where Rustin is just yet.
Remaining.
Playing disconnected from the site thus far. Not a whole lot of time. He's going to get tagged by the suppression, but where is he at? Inside tree, inside main. Penny hops on the spike, will be dealt with. Spike's halfway. Rustin can hope to grab some more shots on the corner. 2 HP in a dream as Oxy hops on. Not like this. Rustin, have you done enough? The time is low, but there's plenty for Oxygen.
Rustin.
Yeah, Rustin first up. The close angle doesn't go his way. Penny able to get one, but it's only one before 2 are answered back almost immediately. No smokes needed for Oxygen. They take this A site. Verno looking to play off. Heaps of utility. 2 shock darts, recon bolt. Flash is available.
And the positioning here for the post line is everything. 2 players towards hell.
And Verno might give himself up with the recon bolt to know that he's out towards main. That bolt is now been dealt with. And I mean, G2 are running out of time. They have weapons. They can walk away with a Bulldog and a Vandal. They can also look to send it everybody pretty healthy in terms of economy. And they're hoping to get kills on the way out, but they've been given absolutely nothing here. Oxygen, nothing behind it. Shazam, try to find the spam.
30 seconds left.
Trying to dance around the shock darts as well. No way, Shazam gets 2.
Yeah, but G2 spent a lot of time setting this one up. They deal with that flank, and now they're running out of time. They have to be perfect in retaking this site. The only person here to defend, though, is Redux. Nobody else close enough. No shock darts available. He's done his job for now, and I think time going to be a problem. A right click is going to be just enough. Shazam will now try his hand, but it's only kills that he could hope for. He's just being run through the ringer here. A couple of right clicks later, Redux awarded the kill in a rough spot here. He's been revealed, and he's just walking backwards into Boathouse.
And you gotta expect one of the players there, right? But there's so much happening towards mid. Dapper against up. Getting caught by that. And 2 players left here for G2.
I mean, so heads up there. Recon Bolt came out. There was a player mid, and Redux traded the kill. That was supposed to be the backstab. Now the Hunter Shuri comes through, just trying to zone the players off of G2, and Oxygen have this one in the bag. This would take a miracle and then some for Whippy to find his way back in once more. Time is of the essence. Out goes the smoke, a shrouded step to try and throw him off. He's just given nothing. This is seemingly how it ends. Whippy no way back in. Oxygen 4 players alive, and that is gonna do it. He'll take a couple of bodies on the way out, but
attackers win.
The raid was good early on by Oxygen, but then again, now there's the rotation for Oxygen on the other side, making that rotation. The spike, it seems like going towards C. And a G2 that now have to be a little bit behind. The spike should be planted safe here.
Yeah, Oxygen, they cooked something up here early in the pistol round. Is Verno spotted there? I would imagine a player assumed to be inside the garage. There's one assumed inside the smoke. Oxy just on the other side. 2 players show themselves, but now they've all been dealt with as Oxygen. They get the spike planted, and they plant themselves here on the C site. And who better than Verno to get both nano storms used? Finally, players start to put their body on the line as the aftershock stall for just a bit more. Dapper goes aggressive, but Redux is having absolutely none of it. And now, heats of info. 2 players shoot at the turret, or the drone, excuse me. Penny gives himself up as well, so 3 here on the side of 4, just around the corner. Good paranoia, though, and look at that. 3 kills collected off the back end. Giving Whippy the assist, but Oxygen fight their way right back in just when you thought you'd count them out.
30
Oxygen
seconds left.
find a way
Enemy remaining.
to almost scoop away the round as Dapper from distance with good timing on the smoke there from Scuba. Oh, shrouded step, though. That was not well timed. The recon bolt comes out. The information was given to the team a moment too late, which means Whippy finds another kill. And this C site completely locked down. Verno gonna try and back away from it. Has enough to reinvest into the next round and is 1 kill away from the Hunter's Fury. But this one seemingly unwinnable, and I think Verno knows it.
Flawless.
Fortunate to get a couple kills. Not going to be the case as Shazam is going to take Verno down.
Especially when Oxygen aren't leaning more players out that way. Man, I mean, Scuba tries to do it again, but Dapper here to answer for it. Fortunately, Rustin here playing backup, the two-man to push through the garage. Now the rest of the seaside under fire. Rolling Thunder comes through, but the smoke keeps him alive for now as Verno goes fishing with an ult of his own and collects another kill here for this Oxygen squad.
Whippy, this positioning is also risky. Nobody on the other side, nobody towards garage just yet. But the question is, if Oxygen still want to play with fire towards C, 4v3 to deal with an operator on the A side, and they know about this. This is the side that they're going to try to avoid, if anything.
How many
left.
can Whippy get from this position here? Well, none is the answer. Couldn't even get the sentence out before he had been dealt with. Shazam gonna try his hand, but the high-low a bit too strong. And with this C-site once more, it belongs to Oxygen. As Oxy. And they do still want to commit. Op still here, maybe revealed by the turret there. Fault line gonna try and get him off the angle, but completely unaffected. Oxy wants some more. A second kill on the round. The operator's still here. And Oxygen, they don't have any options, really. Right space given across the map. They're gonna look to head out of this one, but they're starting to be corralled. Dapper out towards mid.
30 seconds
Whippy
left.
just behind him. There's only 30 seconds on the clock. They have to make a play. They have to do it right now. All three go through the window at the same exact time, but they've been dealt with. Now Oxygen have a free C site.
Oh, they jump at the same time, but Mitch is 3 HP here. He needs to get one. And Shorty on the other side.
Surely not like this. Revealed, knives come out. Start in response to players noted inside garage. Again, G2, I mean, they have to make a move. Verno can't keep getting away with stuff like this. Mitch has 3 HP. It needs to find 2 kills. Penny gonna hop onto the spike. Cloudburst down. Gonna stick this one halfway. Looking to go the rest of the way as Oxy has the high ground. The knives will be enough. A bit of overkill. Oxy on the same angle, though. We'll see how much is given over from Oxygen. Paranoia comes through, but it doesn't matter. Stunned up, but it's a moment too late. Oxygen collect 2 huge kills here out towards the A site. One of which being Oxy with the operator. Now Whippy gonna try and reposition. I mean, investment heavy here from Oxygen, but they want to secure this round.
In a similar corner now for Whippy as we got to see Dorsey. But now goes for the swing, gets taken down, spots all 3 players there, and that's the lockdown. That's the space for Oxygen to get A.
Placing swamp grenade. Placing
And
swamp
the call is
grenade.
already happening right now. Spike hasn't even been planted, and G2 are saying we need to save these weapons into the next round. So conservative in their call, explosive. We're Oxygen Esports into this A site. And, I mean, they found a way, right? They found a way to get through this operator that was seemingly the problem for them on this A site.
Oh, now it's all about the mental games for the rounds to come, right? When you see Dapper has a lockdown to use, but also Verno is 1 away from the Hunter's Fury.
Revealing area.
And in a couple scenarios from Shazam especially, we've seen the Hunter's Fury being used early on after getting a tag. But for Verno, it might be a different play, might be a different game.
Just attack. Wow, okay. Penny gets one completely stunned by the Rolling Thunder. So a 1-for-1 trade, but a couple of ults used now on the side of Oxygen. I mean, they will gladly trade these ults for all of the frags that start to come their way. Redux marches his way on. A bit of utility behind him. Collects 2. This round, or this site at the very least, it does belong to Oxygen. The round maybe just out of reach. Flank watch though, held down by Scuba. Dapper drug under and drowned.
Spike planted.
And Shazam left to pick up the pieces.
In a 1v3 for Shazam, a high low to deal with, and Verno gonna handle it just fine. The ankle may be good for 1, but not enough. Mitch gonna take him down, and with that 5v4. Spike that's gonna be planted towards C instead.
And G2 They now need to clear their way all the way across the map. Anybody could be deposited anywhere, right? 5 players still alive from Oxygen. You have to mind your P's and Q's. And well, with his back turned, Penny sneaks away just behind him. Oxy falls to the blades of Redux from the shadows. Used.
One enemy remaining.
Go back into the spawn, and well, now it's just the from the shadows that was used. The reposition from Whippy that leaves him in this situation, and the Bulldog will not. And Hoxie wanted to keep fighting forward there. Good that he doesn't. A couple of defenders were just around the corner. Eventually does take a fight and goes 1-for-1, but G2 are starting to pull ahead here on the C site. Players just around the corner, low in HP, but they can't land the shots just yet. It's Rustin. Good tall as the only member left for a moment.
Especially with an Oxygen that even on this defense is going to look for those fights once players get spotted, as they now know where that C side is going to be the fight.
The smoke is down and G2 find themselves inside of it. They try to push through it. The kills, they don't go their way. It's completely lost here on the C side as Oxy tries to fight his way out with 39 health and a stinger. I mean, that's just too tall of an ask. Verno is playing a different game here. Into A-Link, the push is expected. Yeah, 2 players just around the corner. They both swing, and he just cannot find a target. Meanwhile, the defense, they've all started to swarm this B site.
You know, one of the players is going to be pushing there, but after it gets taken down, it's a little bit more space that belongs to Oxygen.
And one-way smoke is out, teleporting to the back line. Scuba finds nothing off of that one. 3 defenders still stand here, but so much util. Shaz gets one with the shock dart, Penny with the spam, and now Verno has nothing to do here in the investment of the Rolling Thunder. It means the round 1, but a lot thrown at this 7th round for G2.
They could not really see Verno. They could not. It was all the spray. It was all the damage as well. That was.
Can't quite find the kill. He'll get stunned up. Just out of range of his own alarm bot. Mitch now under fire. It's Verno to eventually go down. Redux works his way back through with the knives. And with 30 seconds on the clock, G2 have to make a play. They have to commit. And they've done so here on this B site.
Spike planted.
Oh, Redux, no way! So aggressive.
It just doesn't matter. Goes right past Oxy. Meanwhile, Scuba scoops up the judge. And now Shazam has to try and hang on. Finds the spots the shoulder of one, but just cannot get it done. Both players on the re-swing. But it's Scuba out on top.
Oxygen.
Man, I mean, what can you even do about that? Scuba inside the smoke, collects 2 kills for free. Redux there for the trade as Dapper trying to catch him off guard. He does so successfully, but 1 kill for 3 is not favorable no matter what game you're playing here.
That's just all about that spray. Poor C-Long, one by one get taken down, and Shazam and Penny, the last ones here.
And no Rolling Thunder, no Hunter's Fury. It's just
nothing.
The utility that they bring into this round, and the 2 rifles here in a 2v4, and before they can even get the play started, right? They have to look for something. Going aggressive is Shazam. He pulls out the bow for a moment. Fortunately, Legolas survives for a moment longer. Bow, in the other hand, flashed up, and Shazam is just standing out in no man's land. Now Penny gonna try and get it done. 2v4 to 1v4 as the aftershock will force his hand. He's off the angle. And although Verno could reinvest into this round, a lot of the team couldn't. All-in comes through. No way. The timing for Verno. 3 kills. As the Rolling Thunder comes through, it's a moment too late. Penny there to answer back, but 1 for 3. The 1 rifle Dryad that they had went huge.
That was the most insane play by Verno. He goes in, he goes out of the smoke and secures 3 kills on long. What other Sova do you see doing that kind of play? Spike here going to be planted still by G2, but lockdown, and the numbers are just on the other side. The rifles are the only difference.
Player standing.
And are they enough?
Is seemingly not enough. Scuba takes his position. Paranoia is there. Rolling Thunder on the opposite side. Penny, there's just nothing he can do. He is so far away from this one. A thrifty victory to close us out. Oxygen